You're listening to episode 13 of Laxin at the Lair with your host,
Chuck Gibson.
and your other host, me, Truffles. And our very special co-host.
The sweetest Emma.
Sweet
And our
Emma.
special guest this evening, local Denver comedian.
Phil Corridor.
I've been trying to watch what I eat. It's kind of weird. Because the other day I was at the store, right? And I was calorie counting miso soup. And there was a difference of 10 calories. And I stood there debating between two brands of miso soup, trying to watch what I'm eating. And then I got home, went to make the miso soup, and right under the instructions it said, "This product may contain lead." So thank God I'm watching what I eat. The other day I went to Dollar Scoop, which is like a greasy Chipotle for Chinese food. Normally it's like $8. You get a couple scoops and a soda. The other day I went, and this lovely woman looked at me and said, "That'll be $38. And I had to look at her and say, "Well, you better unscoop it." My card got declined the other day at 7-Eleven, and the guy took my glizzy off of the bun and put it back on the roller, and then threw away the bun. So, kind of makes me wish I was a healthcare CEO. Except I think that'd be more depressing, even more depressing if I was just standing there and the guy put my glizzy back and then my life just ended. Be weird. I think about death a lot. Yeah, as you do. As you do. Tony, what do you want to be when you're dead? Like cremated? What? Hell yeah. Make some chocolate milk. Yeah. Thank you. Terrible. So stupid. What was the other joke? You guys know blind people? You guys seen these guys around? I bowl in between the Colorado Blind Bowling League and the Colorado Special Olympics. And boy, has it really helped my self-esteem in the bowling department. Because I'm winning. But the other day, they have like handrails when you go bowling for the blind, and it helps them count steps. Well, the other day, this gentleman who didn't look like Ray Charles, he just had regular glasses on, he missed the rail and he's walking towards me, and while I'm getting ready to bowl, so I just see a gentleman walking towards me. I look at him and he's looking at me, and I just gave him a nod, like, "How you doing, sir?" And then he kept walking towards me, and for like 30 seconds, I forgot that he was blind. Because I was high, very high. And then I fell over on the lane. It's one of the most embarrassing things you could do, besides getting your glizzy put back on the roller, is fall while you're bowling. Let's see who it is.
What's up?
Hey, howdy. I think about death a lot. It is the holidays. Man, what's your favorite holiday?
Right now?
No, just like in general.
Halloween.
Halloween? Yeah, that's...
I think it's awesome because people go out and they get crazy trying to be something else.
Yeah.
They're free.
That's fair enough. Yeah. I dress up for kids' birthdays sometimes. It's like not Halloween. It's just like part of my job. But I got fired because the guy said I smell like booze. So.
You just smell great to me.
Oh, thanks.
Here, I can smell it.
I've been trying to find a deaf woman to date, because when they start talking during my stories, I can kind of just like look over here, pretend not to see them talking. It's so stupid. All right, I'm gonna do a new rendition of an old character, an old impression. This one is specifically just for Tony, but I have a new one, and this is my impression of a deaf goose. All right. Honk. Honk, honk. Honk. The other day I was at work though, and my friend, we were talking about Spider-Man, and he thought his name was Tony Maguire. So I've just been thinking about that all week. You know, Italian Spider-Man. Hey, I'm fucking swinging here. You know, thank God he doesn't play the tambourine. Yeah, more like Gladiator 2 up here. You know, I'm dying. All right, thank you. All right, guys. I've been Aaron Wentz, one of your wonderful hosts. Are you ready for our very special guest this evening? He's been a wonderful friend of mine. I've known him for quite some time. Seen him perform at the Bug Theater, multiple comedy festivals, Fortnite. Guys, keep it going for Phil Corridor.
Hey, great to see you guys. How are you? Don't answer that. But yeah, I've been prank calling lost cat posters lately. It's pretty funny. I highly recommend. I'll be like, hey, is Sprinkles there? No. Well, you better go catch him. Oh, man. Also, I was thinking about, like, why do some people call vaginas pussies? You know, where did that come from? Was somebody, like, touching a vagina and it's, oh, this feels like a pussy cat? Or were they petting a cat like, oh, this cat feels like a pussy? I don't which came first? But I was thinking, like, you know when like ladies have a nicely trimmed bush, like not like shaved, like none of that 5 o'clock shadow shit, but just a nice trimmed bush, and it's like soft but wiry, much like a cat, a pussy cat. But funny enough, I call my, oh yeah, shit, I kind of jumped the gun on that. Because I was saying, like, if we call cats pussy cats, shouldn't we call dogs dicky dogs? You know, it's only fair. But also, like, why do we, you know, we have hot dogs, and they're shaped like a dick, but we call our dicks hogs? That, it doesn't add up. Should call them dogs. But funny enough, I call my dick my pussy. You know, because it behaves more like a pussy cat. You know, it like wakes me up in the morning. It's like on my face. It's like knocking things off the coffee table. Sometimes I gotta be like, hey, get down from there. Like, and spray it with the spray bottle. So, that's my pussy. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I saved my friend's life? It was crazy. We were getting pretty drunk on that Deviant Dales, and he passed out. And I was like, I need to wake him up. Like, he wouldn't, like, wake up. So I dragged him for about 2 blocks to the pool that I used, and I threw him in there. Like, surely this will wake him up. And it didn't. He just sank, and so I had to jump in and take him out, and yeah, I saved his life. I'm a hero. Thank you. Have you ever accidentally eaten ass before? Yeah, me too. Like I was doing the old cunnilingus, and I was working the labia minora like vertically, just really painting the fence, and and then like my tongue kind of like popped out and skipped over the gooch and right into the butthole, and it was like I don't know. Have you ever stepped in a puddle that was deeper than you thought it was gonna be? It's like, whoa. Let me shake your foot off. Yeah, it's like that. But yeah, I don't know about butt stuff. I feel like butt stuff is for people, I feel like you have to find somebody that you feel safe with and you trust, and care about. But I don't know, I feel the same way about butt stuff as I do murder. Like, I'm afraid if I try it, I'll like it. But either way, my butthole's ruined. 'Cause, prison. There was this one time I was getting the old fellatio, and this lady, started doing stuff with her hands, and she tended to the boys, which was considerate, and then, her hand kept kind of moving down until it was finally on my butthole, and then she started like rubbing it, and I don't know, it felt like she was rubbing it like it was my little boy pussy, like it was gonna get wet or something. And I'm like, it's not gonna get wet. If it's wet, it's bleeding. Please stop. She did not clip her fingernails. Do you ever, white people? They're pretty cool, but it's kind of sad, this white on white hate that's going on. It really hurts my heart. Like I saw these 2 guys, they were walking their dogs, and one of their dogs starts drinking from a puddle, and the other guy's like, hey, your dog doesn't have water rights to that puddle. And they start fighting. And I was like, oh no, please don't fight. Here, look, I'm stealing your car. Can we just go back to how it was? But, no, it's crazy. There's these social justice warriors. They've been radicalized. They've been kidnapping rich white men and putting a duty-free hemp cloth over their face and pouring Topo Chico all over it. screaming about climate change. They're calling this new form of torture wakeboarding. But no, white people are cool. I met a white guy once, and I was like, oh, hey, it was so nice to meet you. And he was like, oh, the privilege was all mine. And I was like, hey, wait a second. It still is. Do you know how Facebook got those new reactions or whatever? Yeah. I feel like, the thumbs up was good enough, but now there's all these other reactions. And, sometimes you don't know which one to put. Like somebody posts, oh, grandma died, and you could put like a sad face, or like sometimes I put a heart to say like I'm showing love or like sending love, but would they take it as like, oh, I love that for you, or I don't know. And then the heart's right next to the laughing one. Sometimes I'll accidentally laugh at tragedies. And I don't know how long the turnover rate, like, can I change it? Like, does it see that I changed it? I don't know, but I just want to let you guys know that I love toast. I love toast so much. Some people say don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. Like, don't even look at me unless I've had my toast. Like, if I don't have my toast, I'll freak out. Like, I'll lose my shit. I'm lactose intolerant. Thank you. Hey, give it up for Truffles. Thank you. Do I stay up here?
No, we'll bring up the futon and stuff, so if you want to piss and get a beer and stuff. So, like 10 minutes. Keep it going for Phil, everybody. I thought he was going to say he's a real sourdough. Yeah. Better than a dark rye, I don't know. All right, one more time for Phil. Oh dear. We'll hope that the mic didn't pick that up. Otherwise, they're gonna kick Phil out of the Fortnite, what have you. Yeah, you could do the whatever. But we'll be back in like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
Keep it going for Phil, everybody.
Yeah.
For the fellas who just walked in,
I'm excited
Phil
about this
did
one.
comedy, and now we're doing a little interview thing. So we'll be done soon. So
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, as long as
We're
they
just
say
letting
it's
people
okay,
know
we're
what's
good,
up.
guys.
We're just letting people know what's up. But
Yep.
Phil, how are you doing? Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Happy holidays. Happy
It's the fourth.
Labia Minora.
It's the fourth day of
Hardly know her,
Kwanzaa.
honestly.
I remember when I first met you, Phil, I thought you'd never had a chance.
Yeah.
Well, you proved me wrong. That's for sure.
I met
Hell
Phil
yeah.
at the Bug Theater, and I was like, he's going places.
Phil's one of my favorite comics in Denver. He's been one of my first friends in the comedy scene, but also just one of the most talented and authentic people within his art, and also just authenticity and sweet ass.
Yeah, should see his dick.
Have
Something to
you?
write home about,
Yeah.
Shuffles?
Jeez.
It is something to write home about. It's like, damn.
It's literally regular. But
Yeah,
no,
compared to some folks.
you guys.
Seems pretty average to me.
You're too kind.
Well, all right.
To-
Tony, take us
All
away.
right. So, how did you find out about the Lair? What brought you here?
Oh, the Lions Lair. Gosh, The first time I was at Lions Lair, I think.
Do you recall? Be honest.
The
I mean,
most
gosh.
wonderful mic of all.
Yeah, it was the best, but it was also when I was new and I was going up last a lot, and so like as I passed the time, I'd just get wasted,
Yeah.
and then
As one does.
everybody
You can't
thought
help it sometimes.
that I was just like a drunk. And like all the comics, they didn't really know.
You kept your pants on though.
No.
Shoot.
That was like when I had my pants off the most.
Well,
All right.
there's a time for development and learning.
Oh, but yeah. Byron and Roger were hosting the lair, I think, when I
Yeah.
started.
I think it was Sam and Roger. Byron did it by himself, didn't he?
No, it was Byron and Roger for a little bit. And then,
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
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 Those were the days.
Those were the days.
So, all right. So, what was your first paid gig, and how much did you get paid?
My first paid
Or
gig.
somebody handed you cash?
Gosh. My first one,
Can't remember.
I really don't even. I honestly feel like I've just always been doing it. Like I can't remember.
The first time somebody
My-
handed you money?
I remember.
Nope.
Well, no, there was the blush and blue, but before it was that, wasn't it something else before blush and blue?
No.
Yeah, it's been
It's something
so
else
many-
now, but it was Blush and Blue back
so many
then.
different.
Ed Werner, I think was his name.
Yeah, Ed.
Yeah.
They're
Ed was like a
together.
prominent Denver lawyer, and then would.
Oh, I was wondering what business
Yeah.
he had in Blush and Blue. I was curious.
But then they were also Penny from Heaven.
Yeah. I feel like
Stop. Wait. Really? Like drag?
Yeah. Like the full ensemble, and then they would do comedy, and they
That's
were
almost like
actually
a Christmas
really supportive
wish
of like a
coming
lot
true.
of us.
You know what I mean?
that can't be the first
Let-
paid gig, but I do remember I was on a
Someone's hoping
show
it will
with William.
Montgomery.
Yeah,
Yep.
Was that your first paid gig?
it might have.
Yeah. Normally it was like $15
When was
and
the
like 2
first
drink
time that
tickets.
you got paid
Yeah.
for doing it on stage, honey?
Wait, what was the question? When?
It gets lost in these eyes that happen so fast.
I know.
Your first gig,
Yeah.
were you 12 and a half?
No, I was
37.
23.
Where?
Where? I was here.
This was your first paid gig?
Oh no, I was at Blush and Blue.
That's where you got
But that is that's crazy. I guess I never think about my past in a positive way. Yeah, I never think about
I know that feeling.
good times.
If we could only change the past.
Yeah.
What's the craziest gig you ever did? Where just shit got out of control or
Well,
something fucking
So
weird
normally we
happened?
ask that.
Yeah, thank you. I knew there was something.
Well, the reason we ask that question, we also try to include if you've ever been on the road. You know, like we try to include all your shows, your first show, your
Yeah.
yeah. So, have you like been touring? So craziest show, you know, with everything.
Oh gosh. I feel like every show's crazy.
On the road again?
I do want to get on the road though. Like,
They
I
won't
want to
let you
do
out.
this. I want to do the tour. I want to go down to the Springs, and then Albuquerque, and then over to Austin, and then up to Kansas City, and maybe Nebraska, and then come back.
I wonder who you've been talking to.
I've only talked to 2 people.
Ever?
They haven't returned my text.
I might be able to get you a gig
Joel-
in
And they're
Nebraska.
so sorry about that.
Joel and Shanae and I did that whole loop, and
Oh.
yeah, it was fucking sick as shit. So
Yeah.
if you want to do a foursome or something,
Never had anything crazy happen at a show.
Oh man,
I have so many.
there's been, people get kicked out sometimes. One time I was hosting the Irish Rover, and this dude is just like talking loudly, just like screaming at a person right next to him, and just trying to talk over the comedy. And then I called him out, and he freaked out, and he just starts being like, "Oh, how many Ferraris do you have? I have
Imagine the
2."
consequences of your own actions.
So we got
Did you sick him?
No, I wanted to, but
He held off somehow. He held back.
yeah,
He
there,
managed.
I was about to headbutt him in the nose.
Well,
But
that's
I did,
respected here, so.
But then, yeah, the other comics kind of got him out of there. But it was.
How's he doing now?
Never seen him again.
No more Ferraris for that bitch.
he's dead.
Yeah.
Hopes and prayers, sucker.
What's it? I feel like there has to be another crazy.
I'm trying to think of the shows we've done
You
together.
performed
but
at Wide Right numerous times.
Yeah.
You have any good ones? Did you do anything otherwise that makes you reconsider life?
Every day. Oh, there was.
At least you're
It's
consistent.
actually like recently I did the Naked show, and
Shout out
by
Chris
Chris
Wellman.
Wellman.
What an yeah! Shout out.
oh, dude, that was such a train wreck at the
but
end.
not the good kind of train.
Yeah,
Well,
we were talking about the last night at Wide Right on Friday.
How was that?
It was great.
something to write home about. That's for certain.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like it was packed.
Shout out Wide Right dying.
Yeah, and Megan's mom came, surprised her. That was really
Megan
fun.
is officially off the streets of the bar scene, and I think that speaks volumes to the safety of the city.
Yeah. And yeah, so everything was great. We did a roast of Wide Right, and then fucking Wellman. Like, Megan was giving a nice speech at the end of everything, and then
He
Chris.
didn't have a cake to split onto, so he had to do something.
Oh, yeah. So he, like, took the mic from Megan, and then, like. Oh my gosh. Like, described her suicide attempt. Like,
Well, she went into elaboration about that too in a detail that I didn't even really know about. The
yeah.
extension cord detail was new to me.
Yeah, and her mom did not know about
Did
it.
not come after that.
Well, they'd
Like-
come for her on the cocaine thing the first time, and she doesn't do the cocaine. And then
Yeah.
she was like, "Well, let me amend this and explain the extension cord attempt."
Yeah.
It did no favors for anybody. Shout out Wide Right. Thank you so much,
It was so
but also
cringe.
die slow.
And
Right.
like we
Go ahead.
we were like up on stage the whole time, like for the roast. Like we were like the dais or whatever. And then yeah, we were up there the whole show, and then as Wellman like did all that, and then the whole crowd was silent, and I was just cringing in my seat. It was
Never like talking about suicide at a comedy show.
yeah.
Well,
was-
you haven't been to Wide Right enough because
They do a lot of spoken word.
it's all about vibes and premise.
Yeah. It's all about vibes. I don't know what we're gonna do.
What do you mean?
I tried.
I don't know what it's just like we don't really have a hangout. I guess we could hang out here.
You mean like the place we've been
Debatable.
hanging out at like for the last? How long's the mic been going on, Tony?
22 years?
Yeah. Just because we don't have
23? I don't know.
chicken wings.
Do you guys still
Health
have
code wouldn't
pizza?
say
I think it's been
Fancy.
24 because Anthony started on the 20th year.
Oh.
Yep.
But we can't.
PJ's hosted tomorrow. Fun fact for you. For fuck's sake. All right. Tony, do you have any other questions?
Aren't there two?
We'll get to those in the end, right?
I don't know.
I thought
You
we were-
tell me.
Well, I don't want to,
Yes, we'll get to those in the end.
but we should switch up to part 2 where we talk about the good things going on in Denver.
Why?
Is there any good things? Because that's what we do on this show, Emma. It's about the good things going on in Denver.
And there's so many
This is
wonderful
why
things.
Phil's here.
I can't do it. It keeps swinging around.
You got it.
There you go.
You're so good.
Well, as a multifaceted wonder, I have to express all my capabilities.
This next segment is sponsored by ABC7, local Denver news.
Someday they'll write us a check.
Fuck no.
What are you doing after this?
CU Boulder Jr. makes Christmas donation to local domestic violence shelter.
That's good.
Fun fact for you.
How are they doing?
It's a young white lady and she got a big donation. So,
Sounds
good for
about
her.
white.
firefighters rescue 4 puppies from brush fire in Adams County.
Oh, that's good. Wow.
As the good Lord intended in the fall holidays leading up to. What next?
Every one of those dogs is going to become a fireman.
Also, nobody's called, and I'm looking at every single one of you in the crowd that's refused to make eye contact with me in all these moments. You could
Roar
do-
Man hangs
We're here for
110,000
Phil,
lights
Emma.
to raise money for Autism Society of Colorado.
Save us.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So if you or a loved one has been affected by this, please talk to...
Have you been affected by autism, please?
Did you drink the water at Camp Lejeune?
I'm trying to quit. What do you mean?
Yeah. I was thinking about that earlier.
Have you had that Flint shit yet? There's shipping
No,
it in
everybody's
by the
like talking
gallon.
about the New York water for bagels and pizza. It's like,
Oh.
you mean the Hudson?
Oh, God.
Denver 7 gives donations, help raise $26,000 for Colorado children.
For what?
6,000 toys for Colorado children who otherwise wouldn't get gifts this season. Speaking of which, did you hear about the thing in the Salvation Army at the Springs?
Cut them off.
No. What happened?
These employees broke in and stole all of the gifts.
What?
So now there's a bunch of children not getting gifts.
You know, well, okay, let's respect to the children, but let's talk about the person who ran that bitch like a fucking Navy ship to have a full-on override of employees taking all of their shit. What's the entitlement that comes with it?
It's the Salvation Army. It's donation based.
No, exactly. So what they do to make them take their own salvation into their own hands.
And-
Okay.
Elizabeth Fire receives $28,000 grant from Firehouse Sub Foundation.
Well, that's good.
I want to get a grant.
Yep, that's good right there.
Do it.
What would I do with $28,000?
I would pay my child support.
Finally.
First and foremost,
Santa repels down Children's Hospital, Colorado to spread
he's
holiday
gotta
cheer.
stop that. His back. I don't know about all that.
Tony, I think with $28,000 you should get new curtains, but with
Fuck that.
make them like
And this
real.
fall-
You or a loved one
Holiday
would like
fun.
to donate new curtains.
No, make
I
it.
will
Anything
be,
helps.
I'll be in Italy spending the money.
Oh hell yeah! But
Good
make it
line.
like real leopard.
Well, if we went
It'll be
line,
like
it'd
Hannibal,
just be
but like
brown
Tony.
curtains.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
All right.
Do you go to Italy often?
I've been there a few times. I love it there.
He's been to Maggiano's.
Vashon.
A professional.
I was there
eh?
once. That place sucked.
And they asked for you to respectfully come back. Family style.
All right. Well, let's.
Ask the rest of your questions.
Nope. This is the part where Tony does his questions at the end. We read
So-
fan mail.
Well, we've also got a couple questions still for Phil.
I was just gonna ask Phil, what gigs you got coming up? Anything big?
I got a show on the 9th of January.
Where's that at?
It's like I think it's like this barn place on a golf course. And it's just like a bunch of rich white people.
Worth it.
And
You'll get paid.
they're like older. But yeah, it's a cool place.
Where
I'm
the
pretty-
Caucasia runs rampant and the tips flow heavy.
Yeah,
We can dream.
yeah. I think I'm thinking of the right place.
I sure hope so. You're plugging the wrong thing right now on the podcast. That would be crazy.
Well, I know.
Do you want to check really fast?
I know it's at the 9th. It's on the 9th.
But do you know where it's at?
Emma, take it away.
What about
No.
the next one too? Do you have anything else besides
Oh,
that?
we're in this podcast too.
Okay.
Girl, just took it over. Go ahead. Ask the next question, Emma.
Well, I will ask Jeremy Cash where that venue is. I'm pretty sure it's like up north. It's like a barn.
Okay. Well, you can ask us a question if you want. Any question? We'll try to answer it as truthfully as possible.
Aaron, have you lost weight?
Yeah.
You look less curvy. Are you gonna get that tattoo covered up?
No, because I don't know what else I'd put there. You know, it's a giant summer sausage.
Yeah. And like a rainbow, or like maybe like a wiener dog.
Little
That goes
Dodson.
like, yeah.
Yeah. I
That'd
could
be
do
cool.
like a Dodson and a hot dog bun. You know?
Yeah.
And have it taken away.
Tony, gosh, I don't know if I have any questions. You see, you're just an open book
I am an open book.
all the time. Do you ever go anywhere else to hang out? Oh, one time I saw you at, where did I see you?
I don't get out much.
I think I saw you at like the Rover, or like, or maybe like at Three Kings.
Three Kings.
Yeah, did I see you there?
I remember one time I was at the Blue Bonnet. You guys were doing comedy there for a minute.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But I used to hang out at a bar called the Candlelight, or here. Every once in a while I
Blue
get out.
Bonnet.
Yeah, they were doing comedy at the Blue Bonnet.
I know.
That,
With Matt Wayman. He has like, yeah, kids and like lives in New Orleans, and like, it's like a lifetime ago.
yeah.
I remember going to the Blue Bonnet doing comedy. It was like
Didn't last long.
but yeah,
Well,
it's a little time capsule.
How do you, everybody's talking about this healthcare CEO that got shot.
no.
It's just
I
like,
never pay attention to the news, actually. I
But-
kind of heard about it. I heard they caught the guy finally.
yeah.
Yeah, another billionaire bites the dust.
Well, is anything gonna change even?
No, somebody else will just step in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hail Hydra.
How'd you
So-
start comedy?
Oh, actually, my friend took me to the Bug Theater for Freak Train. It's the last Monday of every month. And he took me there, and then this guy, he was doing comedy, and he wouldn't stop telling rape jokes. And
Classic.
I was like, well, I think,
You could do better.
yeah, I could go up there and not be an asshole for 5 minutes, I think.
And like I said, you're my favorite. You've been doing a wonderful job for the last 2+ years I've known you.
Oh, thank you. You're
Very
my
proud, very proud to know
favorite.
you.
But yeah, I was like, I can do this probably. And then my friend encouraged me, and then I went there for like maybe like a year and a half. I was just doing Freak Train every month, and like I was doing a different set every time because it felt weird, and I didn't know like you're supposed to like work on your material and like develop it. I just felt it took me a long
You
time.
were just kind of freeballing life.
No, had my balls tight and
Almost
contained.
reabsorbed.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't figure out working on my set until like Cody Spiker actually told me about the open mics, and then I went to El Chorrito, or no, I went to Voodoo, and then Joe Gray took me to El Chorrito, and then yeah, that's how I got into the mics.
It's been gangbusters ever since.
Yeah,
We like to hear it.
fucking. I wonder. I still see Joe sometimes. I don't know where Cody went.
I heard she's like in some sort of cult.
Oh, tight.
Yeah. Some sort of boulder thing.
Oh,
But
is she the leader?
no. Sadly enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gosh. I wonder. I wish, like, I documented more of my early comedy. I do have my first set ever. It's on YouTube. Yeah. At the Bug. I think I have a couple Bug performances on YouTube.
Yeah, I for sure do.
Yeah.
The Freak Train's a great show. I love Freak Train.
Yeah, and I try not to tell other comics about it because they just treat it like an open mic.
Yeah.
And they like leave right after their set.
Yeah.
I was like appalled the first time that happened, and I got all pissed. And I was like, this isn't a cheap horse. This is
Yeah.
a special event. Yeah, and they just... And then, like, people after, you know, were, like, looking for them so they could, like, you know, give them compliments. And, yeah, they're just gone.
Yeah. They just leave immediately to go to
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
One can dream.
So, yeah, I don't tell anybody about that
Yeah.
until, I guess, right now.
It used to be one of the best shows. They haven't done it in quite some time.
Yeah, it's over.
They definitely don't have it like the third Monday of every month.
Yeah, there's no more Freak Train. Don't
Don't even think about it.
even think
It's like
about it.
it's like a tragic gardening accident, you know. It's a murder best left unsolved.
Alex was at the last Wide Right mic on Wednesday. That was cool. His new baby is like in Arizona or some shit.
Hell yeah. Yeah, him and his wife are good people.
Yeah. But, gosh, I blacked out on Friday at the last night, and then I woke up at 6 p.m. on Saturday, and it was dark out. I was like, oh man, I didn't even get any sleep at 6 a.m., but it was 6 p.m.
Yeah, you're like, I slept for 14 hours.
Yeah. and I was so refreshed.
I just realized I forgot to mention the phone number. So glad I got that.
I'm so
phone.
happy this is your podcast and you do such a good job with it.
Is there a phone number?
Not anymore.
I should call.
We're actually
It
about to round it up
was and
because we got to
is
get out. and
my
ship out.
podcast,
We got to do
'cause I
karaoke
started
here
it,
soon. It's
Emma.
time.
I just would like to talk, but that's okay. You take over. You're doing a great job.
What's the phone number?
720-663-9286. You could have called in, but it's a little late now.
Can I-
Anyways,
I've always wanted to call into a podcast, but I don't. I was actually. Do you guys watch Werewolf Radar
Yeah.
with Roger and Jordan Dahl?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's a paranormal preparedness podcast.
It's like coast to coast, but
They were going to try to find the ghost in the lair. Somebody was going to sleep in the lair bathroom, and I was throwing cans over the and they were jumping. They came running out of the bathroom.
Is this place haunted?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, are they malevolent spirits or are
We
they?
call him Pimp Ghost. Apparently, he died in '69.
Whoa.
Leonard McAdoo, he was shot and then died in the Walgreens parking lot.
Whoa.
But back then it was the Aladdin Theater.
Oh.
Yep. But yeah, there's definitely shit that happens. It's fucking weird.
Comedy
Talking about him
works.
brings it.
Oh shit.
There's been some weird shit. One time we had a shaman on the podcast. He
Shit.
like saged the fucking place.
And haunted
That
my
was
car.
fucking weird, dude. Like, so afterwards, Demi and I were leaving, and some shit was like moving around in the back. So I was back there, and I'm like, and I like heard something move by the door, and I saw something, and then I opened the fucking door thinking Demi was going to scare me, and Demi was like standing over there, like, what? And I was like, all right, lock it up.
Oh,
Get
We're
out.
fucking out of here, dude. Lock it up.
that's so scary. Have you seen the? I saw a ghost. Well, I didn't see it, but I witnessed. You know, Comedy Works. Comedy Works is haunted.
Yeah.
And I was sitting with Josh, and
the very
we-
one, yeah.
yeah, Josh Masick. Shout out!
I like the mysterious.
He just got married. But yeah, we were just sitting, you know, where all the comics sit in the fishbowl or whatever, and the menu that's like on the back of the seat, like it like popped off, and then we put it back, and then it popped off again.
Toaster strudel style?
Yeah,
The ghost didn't like the menu.
yeah.
Now you're cooking with gas at least.
But the chicken quesadilla, that's actually decent.
I've never eaten there.
Yeah, don't.
I know. There's a reason.
Yeah.
Well.
They have terrible fries. But the Irish Rover just got new fries.
Whoa.
It's because they finally changed their fryer oil.
No, they're a different cut. They're like kind of fat.
You notice a good cut, I know you.
Yeah. I'm all about my fries.
Okay.
Well, Phil, where can we find you online?
Fondue Jacuzzi on Instagram and Threads.
Yeah. Fair.
I always say we should call Threads threats. And so when it first came out, I started just posting empty threats. Just
34, single, has a gun.
Yeah, that's my bio.
Yeah. Most spontaneous thing I've done. Combustion. Out of this gun. Phil and I were in a movie,
Oh yeah.
but we'll talk about that next time. This has been episode 13 of Laxing at the Lair.
Wait, that was only 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, I've been trying to end it for the last 10 minutes, but then...
Wait,
Take me out. I'm so serious.
wait, didn't you have another question, Tony?
No, I think we went through all of it.
You can revel in it as much as you want. We'll have you back. I love you so much, but it's done.
Okay.
You can answer a phone call if you want.
Oh, are they calling?
No.
7:40. Whose phone is this?
Quitting time.
Karaoke starts at 9.
Okay. Yeah, fondue jacuzzi. I really wanna shoot a special. I got an hour and like a half.
That's a lot.
Yeah. But nobody's gonna.
What do you want?
Do it on the
your
road.
Special.
I don't know, should I shoot it here?
Sure, why not?
Show hold too.
I was. I don't know if I should show hold. I've never seen it. It's probably bad, right? It's
We'll be
gotta
the judge
be
of that.
bad.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be able to see this one in a couple weeks. You judge it from there.
Oh wait. Oh, I was thinking of doing. I was thinking of doing my special at the Stress Factory.
Hell yeah.
That would be sick.
Stop thinking.
I can't. Yeah, I should. I really want to start making moves in 2025. Even though I should have been making moves in 2015.
Yeah, I did, and then I had a child in 2016.
Oh, yeah.
So, don't feel bad about your life, you
I
know.
love moms.
Yeah. Just join it bowling league.
Please.
Okay, I'm calling it.
Yep.
This is it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Phil. It was a pleasure having you here.
Oh, thank you, Tony.
Yep.
Thank you,
Always a
Lions
pleasure with
Lair.
you.
Hell yeah, I love it here. Oh, thank you.
This has been episode 13 of Laxin at the Lair with your host
Chuck Gibson.
and your other host, me, Truffles, and our special co-host,
Emma.
and our very special guest this evening,
Oh, me.
Phil Corridor.
Phil Corridor.
See him at Bug Theater the second Monday of every other month. Thank you. See you next week.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Sponsored by Demi's Animal Rescue Cat Lodge and Thrift Store, Electric Grenade Photography, and Dark Angel Gallery in Tattoo, Colorado.